Dr. Fred Costello. Sorry.
Tonight's attendance is 106 people here.
Yay!
I was trying to drain the swamp before I knew there was a swamp. How many of you feel the same way? I knew there was a deep state before President Trump told me what to call it. How many of you feel the same way? There are at least 5 congressional candidates on the Republican side. There might be more. I'm going to tell you what is unique about me. What we need to do, in my opinion, is select someone who has a record of standing up to the deep state and standing up to the swamp. So let me tell you a brief bit about my record as a state representative. I guess I should start earlier than that. I was mayor of Ormond Beach for 8 years. I got tired of the state telling us what to do at the local level. So I went to the Florida House of Representatives. I was honored to be awarded the Defender of Home Rule by the Florida League of Cities because I believe the best government is the least government closest to the people. So thank you. So I fought in Tallahassee against Tallahassee telling locals what to do, and I helped get rid of the Department of Community Affairs, which was telling local governments how they could grow and not grow. Ludicrous. I went up there and I said there should be no pensions for elected officials at any level of government. Anybody agree with that? I went up to Tallahassee and I said there should never be an opportunity for anyone who has ever been elected to any office to ever get paid to be a lobbyist. Anybody agree with that? I said this in 2012 when I ran for Congress the first time. I'd never heard of Ron DeSantis. When I met him on the trail, I said, if I lose to anybody else, I'm upset. If I lose to you, I feel like we'll be well represented. That's the honest truth. You can ask Ron. He'll tell you I said that. I believe that what we've got to do is send people up to Washington who have state experience. Now, state experience by itself isn't necessarily good. Good state experience is great. Florida is now #1 in fiscal responsibility. I helped cut $6 billion out of Florida's budget. There were protests outside my dental office. Do you think my partner was happy? Not. But it was the right thing to do. I helped cut $868, I'm trying to get that number right, $868 million out of your property tax. How did that happen? People in Tallahassee have no idea what the required local effort school property tax is. How many of you know what that is? Raise your hand if you know what the required local, nobody's raising their hand. Thank you for being honest. Tallahassee dictates, calculates, and mandates your school property tax. The bulk of it does not come from the St. Johns County School Board. The bulk of it comes from Tallahassee. And Tallahassee wanted to keep the same rate as the values went up, which is a tax increase because you collect more money. Anybody ever see Congressman Matt Gaetz on Fox News? How many of you have seen Matt Gaetz? Quite a few. He was chairman of Finance and Tax at the time. He turned around and he said, and we can thank Representative Costello for not having this tax increase. Because my 8 years as mayor, I understood the required local effort and the rollback rate, and I got Tallahassee not to pass that tax increase. Remember when they wanted to spend $250 million on Enterprise Florida? Anybody remember that? The reason that didn't happen is because I got that $428 million tax decrease that year, so they couldn't use that money for Enterprise Florida. Now, something a little closer to home. The Florida School for the Deaf and Blind. The majority leader of the Florida House asked me to run a bill for them. I said I'd be honored to do that. He gave me the bill. It was to expand eminent domain for the Florida School for the Deaf and Blind into the residential historic neighborhoods in St. Augustine. Anybody think that's a good idea? No. I didn't either. So I went to the majority leader and I said, I want to kill that bill. Now, how many of you know that's not a real good thing for a freshman legislator to tell the majority leader that I want to kill the bill you just asked me to run?
Fred, 30 seconds, please.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
The bottom line is I have a record of standing up for us. I'm a dentist. I'm not a politician. I'm a dentist who cares. I care about our country. I have children, grandchildren. I have stood up to my own kind. I have stood up to the other side. There is a deep state. We've got to get rid of people who have a vested self-interest in serving. I want to stand up for us. Thank you. God bless.